Well, we are in store for a great game today. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Football. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out to fourth-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 33 on second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They send a tight end in motion. Third down give to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Fields out of the gun. This one finds Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bills.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shakir in motion right. Allen on 3rd down. Shakir with the grab. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And they've been able to lean on him in the early goings of this NFL season. He's in the top 5 in the NFL in rushing. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Play action, Fields. On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 14 at the 43-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll go right side with Hall. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they have got to look towards that end zone. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. And that one's unsuccessful.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And teams just have not been able to keep this guy out of the end zone in the first half of the season. He is pacing the NFL and receiving touchdowns. Cook trying this one up the gun. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half. I'm just kind of waiting. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Jets football. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Fields looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate. It has been a brutal couple quarters. And if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw Fields. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So that brings up second down. Hall takes it straight ahead. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Austin McNamara on now to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Throwing here, Allen. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
He has it at the 13. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now here comes the New York offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. From the gun, it's Hall. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Allen now on 1st down. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Receiver in motion going left. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Finds Kincaid. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, son. Right.
Hall running between the tackles. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Short pass brought in. This is ahead for about 5. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Fields out of the gun. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at him, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Motioning him from the slot right. From the 18 on 2nd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Allen going to throw again. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. To throw again, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Allen off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Xavier Gipson on to return for the Jets. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets push the lead to 2 scores now. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
That brings us to the break. The Jets with a halftime lead here in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got a man. Palmer has it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Allen looking to throw. Pass complete to Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Play action now with Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Julian Blackmon.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And it's going to be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming right is Hall. And that's good for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw Fields. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
This is Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blitz coming here. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long. Allen setting up to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 25 on second down. Connection made to Shakir. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They'll come up first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Xavier Gipson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Caught by Lazard. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's a give to Hall. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Fields out of the gun. Finds his target, Hall.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
The give on 2nd to Hall. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him a 1-yard pickup there, but that's not going to help a ton. It's 3rd and 15. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the win's not secure quite yet. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Here we go. Get out.
Here's Hall once more. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. An 8-yard gain, but still left with 4th and a bunch.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll send him over right. From the 34. Gets this to Kincaid. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Slot man in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. It's an option to the left side. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. They send him left out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. He's on the move. Now here he goes again. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now run by Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Again, it's Cook. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Now Allen going to the air. Sheds off a rusher. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. The give to Hall on the draw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, son. Hurry up, hurry up.
Fields on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and on a lot of quarterbacks.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Palmer coming in motion left. After the sack, another pass on second down. Got a man, Palmer has it. And that will not be enough for a first down. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, third down. He's back to throw. Chased out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running this with Hall. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Setting up to pass. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
A chance to make it a 2-score game now and likely clinch the win with this try. And a likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We got a 2-score game now late. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now this offense ready to head back out. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play. You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Trying to push this past the marker. He's out in the clear. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they take him down right along the 30. Allen now on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. To the air again. Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.